So yeah, when you finish your work, you need to kind of polish them up, polish up your surfaces and that kind of thing. So we've got the polishing machines. Only thing is, you don't want to use things with like chain and that kind of thing, just things that you can get a grip of. Things like chain will get wrapped around it and stuff, so we'd use the other polishing machine for kind of smaller things. So basically make sure you're wearing goggles. It's really easy for this to kind of whip your metal out your hand and that kind of thing, so just be really careful with it. Make sure you're obviously not wearing any scarves or anything like that, and you've got your hair tied back. So once you've sanded your piece to like a high finish, around 1,200, 2,000 sandpaper, you can then bring it onto the polishing machine just to give it like a really nice high polish on the finish. So this side we've got Tripoli, which is kind of quite coarse. That's the first thing you would use, and then you would go on to use the rouge, which is here, and this one's for acrylic. So don't get the two things mixed up. Don't use Tripoli on the rouge or rouge on the Tripoli. You can just go straight onto the rouge if you wanted to, if you've got your sanding nice enough. So this stuff is Tripoli, the kind of slightly lighter colour, and the red, dark red stuff is rouge. You only need a tiny amount of this on the wheel, otherwise you'll end up with kind of like black smudges on your work, and that'll take you a bit longer to polish it up. So you've got your on-off button here, an emergency stop here. It is really easy for this machine to whip your work out your hand. So like when I was at art school, I forged a bracelet. It took me 3 weeks to forge it, and the very last touch on the machine, it whipped out my hands and mangled it around the machine. So don't, make sure you're looking at it and you're really concentrating, because like a second of not concentrating and your work you'll have to start again, like polishing it again. So you've got these little mops on here. These unscrew and screw back on in case you're ever wanting to change your mops. So these just unscrew like that, and just screw it back on, make sure it's pretty tight. You will get really dirty when you're using the rouge. You can see the colour of my hands there. So it might be a good idea to wear a dust mask, or at least an apron if you're wearing your good clothes and that kind of thing. So when you turn your motor on, you want to make sure this is tight first, and you want to hold it at like about a 45-degree angle like that. So you don't want it underneath and you don't want it at the side, just sort of in between there. And you need to make sure you're holding it with both hands as well. So switch it on here, and you just want a tiny touch of rouge. That's literally enough. And then you can come in and you're just basically brushing your piece wherever you need it to be shined up. And move your piece around to get to different areas and that. When you're finished, you can just turn the machine off there, and you can see that puts a nice high shine on your piece. Okay. Anyone got any questions?
Can you use them for all metals then?
Yeah, you can use brass, copper, silver, gold, as long as your piece is like big enough to hold in the machine, and it's not got any loose bits that's going to kind of rip the piece out your hand or anything like that. Okay. Cool.